Aha, przepraszam, akurat kichnąłem przed chwilą. O, ja cię kręcę, moje ręce. O. Siemaneczko. A, jak się macie? Flow. Na dobry początek wieczoru. Teraz już wiemy, że to będzie dobry wieczór. Kichnę czy nie kichnę? O, to jest pytanie. A, nie ma co czekać. Ach, kurde, usunąłbym już to, ale jeszcze tak... Jeszcze potrzymam. Dzisiaj same wygranka, na to liczę. Przepraszam na sekundę. O, wiesz, jeden powie, że nie ma kontentu, a drugi powie, że kontentu jest od groma. Sporo w elitkę grałem swego czasu, więc... O, lepiej. Lepiej nie mówić. Take me home tonight. Tyle pieniążków. A to już nas nie będzie stać. Wait, bo znowu bym popełnił ten błąd. Sobie tak. I... Czy my mamy jakieś inne ciuchy w ogóle? Trzeba by wreszcie zainwestować. Puma Uproar. Dobra. Tu. Chwilę przed streamem wpadłem na takie kichanie, że o Boże. Muszę w ogóle zobaczyć, co jest w tym Team Training Center. Jeszcze 5 dni. Myślałem, że to też starczy na jakiś tydzień. Jezus. Nie ten. Czyli to się opłaca też zbierać pieniądze i kupować sobie gdzieś tak z 10. X, A, B, X, B, A, kurde. X, A, Y, B, X, A, zaraz kichnę B, A, X, B, A, B, X, B, A, B, X, A, B, Ach, skrywiłem to ostatnie. Widziałem A, wcisnąłem X. No i tak chyba będzie 25% zniżki. A, czyli nadal mam zniżkę. Proszę mnie sprzedać alkohol.
Whatever you need to recover or get to the next level, I can help you out with. What can I do for you?
Kurde, to po 500 wszystko chodzi. Dobra. Checkout. Confirm. Dziękuję bardzo.
All right, I'll take this, please. You got it.
You got it. Cik, cik. A co to tak bez tego? Bez treningu? Zapowiada się świetnie, bo są numer 1 w tej wschodniej konferencji. Jesteśmy na miejscu 13. Dobra, no trudno. Jak się nie ma, co się nie ma, to się ma, to się ma. Jedziemy z tym. Z grubej rury.
Talk about Raptors Uprising GC led by Kenny Gowerk, who's probably going to be the MVP. He's won Player of the Month a couple times, Player of the Week a couple times. They have yet to be beat. They have won the tip-off tournament. And of course, we have the ticket coming up next week. So this is a team that's not only undefeated, LT, but they could put even more money in their pocket than they already have this season.
12-0, one of the best starts
Wiem,
in
to, że zgaduję
history.
wszystko,
What is it about the
bo nie znam się nic.
City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky.
To może być niezły program.
Welcome to 2K Sports Live Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for LeVert.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, I spoke with Che about the history he has with Coach Ames. They're falling out at Bay City over an injury to a promising freshman, having to deal with each other in Summer League, during which time Che said they talked it out, and they came to an understanding. And I quote, "The past is the past." Guys?
David, fantastic report. Thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a Band-Aid over the existing wound.
And, you know, I've gotten the sense things weren't completely ironed out during Summer League, but by the end of it, both guys were on the same page.
So the next starting five, Durant and Prince make up the forward. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Chicago, Young and Carter are the big men inside. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Doris, teams sometimes struggle right out of the blocks. When do they generally hit, in your opinion, the panic button?
Well, let's hope the panic button doesn't get hit for anybody, Kevin. But the one thing that would concern any team, obviously, is injury to a star, either an established star or a rookie they're trying to get good minutes for. But, boy, if you're hitting the panic button this early, look out. But
the one thing is, Doris, you can really kind of rectify the situation because of the length of the regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. An NBA year affords plenty of opportunities to find your footing.
Levine. Good D by Jordan. Porter against LeVert. Young with the steal. White looking around. The pass to Levine. And here's Porter. He's covered by Irving. Carter kicks to White. Pass to Levine. A 3-ball. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, such a quick release. Zach Levine, catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Passes it to Katie.
Jaki kobe. Co ty gadasz, dobry wieczór, Eskas.
Launches it. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Przypominam, że można obstawiać mecze.
Nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the shot goes in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screen.
Ale zaraz w pierwszej kwarcie wyjdziemy.
Wide open look. Misses the 3.
He couldn't
Na razie się byczki
believe how
trzymają.
open he was. He just
Pięknie
couldn't convert it.
And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Zach Levine's athleticism and high release point make it very difficult to contest shots.
Irving passes to Durant.
Może tego nie przegramy.
Banked in off the glass. Durant's got 7 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get
7
him
punktów, czyli wszystkie punkty im strzelił.
as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's White. Prince with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. White finds Levine. Shoots over LeVert. Levine can't hit. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn.
Głupie decyzje podejmują. Te byczki.
Here's LeVert. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And it's not about. They say it was last touched by Carter.
Co tam z kilku? Jak się trzymasz? Wszyscy zdrowi?
LeVert against Levine. 6 to shoot. LeVert kicks to Irving.
Zmęczony. Nie słyszałem, że ktoś tam do ciebie dzwonił. Dobra, skipujemy do naszego wejścia. O, już wchodzimy.
Making a switch here. Shea's checked in, and a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers. These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
And Durant puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. KD's got 10.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Teraz rozumiem, czemu jest dobry w kradnięciu piłki.
With the teardrop and the layup is up and in.
An effective guard in the NBA has got to have the floater at his disposal. Go to work, Kyrie Irving. We see you, sir.
White dishes to Shea. Outside, Levine. Back to Shea. It's Young on the wing. Levine passes to Shea. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Harris. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in the game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Shea outside. And they get it. He lays it in. We've seen Shea in more than a handful of games so far now. There's a lot to like about what he's been able to accomplish since getting the chance.
Really, you just have to wonder why the team didn't find more minutes earlier on. It's been clear with how he has come in and had an instant impact. In this league.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone, Kev.
And White kicks to Levine. Shea outside. There's the pass to Young. The feed to Shea. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 6 points for Shea.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, you know, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking, he's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
You always get great answers from them too, so there was a great rapport there, I can see.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Milwaukee. Pass to Satoransky. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. Fires from the line. Another one falls for Chicago.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Passes to Claxton. He dishes it to Durant. He feeds it to Allen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, picking Jared Allen, number 22, back in 2017,
No jaki tam
paid off
faul,
for the
Jezu.
Nets. This
Pole
guy
ją
is
tylko
proven
dostał.
already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
Teraz dmuchamy, żeby nie trafił.
No good on that one.
Well, think about Mr. Jared Allen. He was not the first family member to get
Aha,
picked
już
in the
ten
NBA
już nas
draft.
zdjął.
Let's remember his dad taken by Dallas in the famous 1985 draft. His dad, however, would go on to have a playing career in Europe.
Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for
Jeszcze raz
Shea.
trzeba dmuchnąć.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Tak to się robi.
2 for 1 opportunity here
To
if they
jest
want it.
tajna
And no
technika
doubt, Kevin, if
NBA.
I'm them, I go for it.
Dobry wieczór, Mobiusko.
Here's Hutchison.
No nie,
Started by KD. Pass to
nie
Valentine.
straćcie tej piłki, chłopanowie.
Lets the three fly. Hutchison's shot is off.
Zamiast
leading by
kontestować,
4.
to rzucacie z daleka jak pipy.
Johnson down low. Satoransky covering. Outside, KD.
8 sekund. Może nie trafią.
From deep. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and
Tylko 4
highlights for
punkciki
Brooklyn.
różnicy.
He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now.
No ale te
Don't
14
go anywhere.
punktów im
We'll
rzucił
be
w
right
tym
back.
meczu. Już to ponad połowa tego, co mają. Spalony, no bo ma taką skórę taką przyciemnioną.
One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league is a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Skipujemy. A teraz, żeby nas za mocno to nie zabolało. 24, 24, 26, 29. Wygrywamy. Nie wiem jak, ale wygrywamy.
Ends up going with a new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Taurean Prince comes in for Kevin Durant. Karis LeVert's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan.
8 punktów przewagi, no to może tego nie stracimy.
Working Kevin themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Myślałem, że trafię
And a
ten
four-year
szedłem
player
tak
at
szczerze
Baylor,
powiedziawszy.
Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
9 punktów przewagi.
Carter hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
Co on zrobił? Czemu tak rzuciłeś?
Goodbye, Chicago.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Claxton with the bucket.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Right the pass to Che. It's blocked.
Kurde, jak oni blokują, masakra.
White against Irving. Irving double team. Prince wide open. Shot clock reset for the Nets. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. And now just a 3-point Bulls lead.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Puts up a 3. Kept alive.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
LeVert kicks to Prince. Trying to get open is Irving. Prince misses. Chicago leading by 3. The pass to Che. Makes it from 10. There's Levine. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Trzeba grać kurde ostrożniej tutaj. I to bez kitu nie można robić głupich rzeczy, bo
Now a timeout call by
się
Brooklyn.
za bardzo zbliżamy.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. 5th best, the Nets.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Nie mówię tego tylko do siebie.
Irving passes to Claxton. Count that one. Claxton's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Carter dishes to Che. Back to Carter. Over Irving.
Nie.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Moment here to see the numbers for Kyrie Irving. 5th in scoring, 6th in free throw percentage. And he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Back to Che. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Carter.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Ale oni się za bardzo zbliżają. Wiesz, oni w naszej dywizji są na pierwszym miejscu, więc...
They've been able to get these good looks.
Shea left side. Kicks to Young. Right the pass to Che. Levine against Prince. Here's Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Karis LeVert. No good on the second free throw.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. With some arc.
Dlaczego ty tak robisz,
That
człowiek?
is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
To the inside. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
A natural-born scorer is Kevin Durant. He puts in the time, and it pays dividends on the floor.
Dobrze to
And
zrobiłem.
he comes up with the deuce. You
Piękna
talk about
asysta.
a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their
Ten
toes.
Mutombo jak zwykle.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's
Wchodzi
been a
po
very
prostu
close
jak
game here. Bulls
dzik
lead
w
by
kartofle.
1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stopped, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us.
Piłka, piłka.
And we just got to continue to compete.
Piłka.
That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
I teraz pora na reklamę. Ja obniżyłem troszeczkę detale na tych postaciach w tle, wiesz? Bo... Znaczy, przypuszczam, że i tak są bez wyrazu na jakimś ultra poziomie, ale nie chciałem, żeby to mi psuło, wiesz, performance. Co do emocji, no mówiłem ci, że dzisiaj przez telefon, że ta gra potrafi być emocjonująca. Zwłaszcza jak jest tak blisko, nie? Czy te pierwsze 2 kwarty, spoko, ale ja już czuję 3 punkty.
So for Chicago right now,
Ja już czuję
White and Levine team up in the backcourt.
emocje.
Young and Carter are the big men inside.
A dobra, miałem skipować, tak. Byczki, nie. 6 punktów do tyłu. Nie, 10 punktów do tyłu. Mogę się obstawiać, bo sam widzisz, co się tutaj dzieje.
Well, it's such an honor to be on
W trzeciej
this with
kwarcie
you, and you
zrobili
were the
nam
first
seks
female to
analny.
become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you do?
Zobacz na
Well,
wynik,
first and
to jest
foremost,
po
I've been
prostu...
very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
On the wing, Che. Passes it to Hutchison to stop the run. Good. And it's Che picking up the assist. Hutchinson's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn.
Szkoda, że już
Allen up top.
2 minuty zostały do końca.
KD on the wing. Misses the wing J.
Dawaj, puszuj.
Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming
Gdybyś
up.
podał wcześniej, to już by tu leżało.
Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. 4th, Kevin Durant.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the
tylko
interior.
17.
You know, that's a defensive combination you're sort of always looking for in wing players. Strong on the ground, strong in the air. There is no safe ground when one of them is on patrol.
And here's Harris from the arc. Chicago grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes
No i
you can be
po co
too
podać do
open.
tyłu?
I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Satoransky against Durant. Satoransky the pass to Gafford. On the wing, Che. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And that one is good. Gafford's got 6.
4 asysty pod rząd, może być.
The 4 years of college ball help. He plays at his pace and he does it with such calm.
He does it with such what?
Harris outside.
Bo sobie wyskoczy.
Satoransky against
Chyba
Johnson.
ze stresu.
Shoots a 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. That's tipped. They retain possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Kevin Durant? Averaging about 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Some changes for Chicago. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Murray. And it's White for Satoransky. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for Tyler Johnson.
Dobra, jeszcze jeden. Zrób to dla tatusia. Dla mamusi też możesz.
That's also good, so he hits both free
Rodzice
throws.
są dumni.
1:19 left here in the third quarter. Irving against White. Right side, Kevin Durant. And the Nets miss again. Bulls trail by 13. The drive by Che. Count the basket. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, getting buckets on the drive, such a valuable skill. Che, that will open up his perimeter game.
Irving from long range. Chicago grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
72 to jeszcze będzie 5 do odrobienia.
With the pretty delivery, that's nice.
The Bulls have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Muszę się napić. Jest moja woda. Proszę, pauza. Muszę się napić. Rajutko.
So it's Brooklyn now. 8-point game. To the paint. Can they get it? And then Durant with the dunk.
Durant
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
Right the pass to Che. And Jordan sends it back.
The DJ twice on the pipe.
Mam bardzo dobrą bramę, to jej muszę przyznać.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago.
Twitch się zacina? No i wszystko okej.
On the wing, Porter. Defended by Durant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this guy not shy about putting it on the deck and attacking the defense. Porter working his way to the strike.
It's his first trip to the line.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
He's off on the first.
Czemu nie trafiłeś? Tak jak ja bym trafiał za każdym razem. Proszę cię. Chociaż mamy dobry wynik, 69. Tak jak mój numer. Nice.
And he's good on the second.
No i zepsułeś.
You guys look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit certainly in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
Gdzie biegniesz?
Durant with it.
Boże, już jesteśmy tak zmęczeni na tym.
Jacks up a 3. That shot off, and so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly.
Pych, 2 od razu. Bestia. Wiesz, ale to łączysz się z serwerem Twitcha. Możliwe, że jest jakaś czkawka pomiędzy tobą a Twitchem. Albo nie jesteś słupkiem u mnie.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets leading by 9. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Durant is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Irving, and the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Brooklyn. Outside, White. Pass to Shea. Outside, White. Carter dishes to Shea. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
I'll tell you, that pump fake from Shea earns him a trip to the charity stripe.
Charity strike. Twoja mama to charity strike. To jest w ogóle Jordan. Inaczej go pamiętam.
Free throw, good. Shea.
I'll tell you guys, one thing I love about the NBA is the Summer League. Shea is a guy who used it as a launching pad in his career, and he's not the only one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Prince is checked in for Allen, and it's LeVert in for Durant. And both free throws good for Shea. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They led the game at 1 point by 20. The pass to Prince.
Yes.
Tipped away. Carter with it. Guarded now by Prince. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's White. Good. And it's Jay picking up the assist.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Irving with a clean look. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 10.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
It's Porter outside. The rebound by Prince.
Gdyby to trafiło, to by było
Prince
fajnie.
has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Szkoda, że nie trafił.
White against Harris.
Co się tym śmiejesz, Flop?
Pass to Prince.
Nie mogę tak tutaj się macem z kolesiem.
Rejected by Young.
Well, terrific reach on the block. Thaddeus Young stretches out well for a big-time rejection.
Mogłem podać, kuźwa.
Brooklyn leading by 10. And here's Irving. Pulls it up. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Baseline try. And Jay gets it to go on the assist from Porter. 13 points for Jay.
It is a must to score against quality defense in the NBA. Shea has learned to make tough shots.
Irving double team.
Trener powinien już zdjąć.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Chicago calls timeout. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push.
Nie jest to Eurobit, ale też spoko.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Shea.
Czyli już siedzimy i pewnie do końca będziemy siedzieć.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. White against Irving. Young trying to break free. Offensive rebound. Nets leading by 10.
My nie wygramy tego.
Irving attacking.
Mówię, Netsi są numer 1 w tym sezonie w naszej dywizji. Dobra. Skipujemy do końca. Jezus. To dobra, to okej, już dziękuję bardzo. Dobra gra? Dobra gra. 6 sekund, tylko 16 punktów. Rzuć z parkingu, muszę trafić.
This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg.
Raz się wygrywa, 5 razy się przegrywa. Give me the money. Wreszcie jakiś komplement. Do tej pory byliśmy wygwizdywani.
Okay, I hear you. I'm all for shooting threes. But look, not all threes are created equal. You can't just jack up shots and pray that they go in. You've got to be methodical about it. Now, all the time.
O Jezu, z tymi znowu będziemy grać. Czyli znowu nastawiamy się na przegraną. Co tam za progression mi klikasz? Tak, to jest... Tak. Taki mieliśmy przydomek w high schoolu i tak już zostało. Nie pytaj czemu tak jest, ale tak jest. Ci mają co? 5-6. A to może nie będzie tak źle. Ale możemy spróbować zmienić. Tylko... Czekajcie. Oczywiście. A dobra, zostańmy przy tym J. Jeszcze zrobimy pyk, betowanko, skończone. Idziemy na trening. Wiesz co, jest lista tutaj, ale nie chcę mi się tego zmieniać, bo przyzwyczaiłem się już do J. Po prostu. Gorąco się zrobiło. Yo, yo, what's up, man?
Great game.
A, miałem wybrać. Serio? Nie można tego z piłką zrobić? Ja pierdzielę, to muszę wrzucić piłkę. Okej. Tutaj chyba mamy okazję na badża. Spróbujemy to.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
W tym jesteśmy dobrzy. W upadaniu. Jak Batman. I buławej.
Let's go.
Ten trening akurat już mamy opanowany. No pewnie, zobacz. 5 kolesi na mnie i ja wygrywam. Ani razu nie trafili. Oh yeah. Nowy badger. I like badger. Playmaking spróbujemy też poprawić. Działa czy nie działa? Tak. Znaczy tutaj rosną takie statystyki do zwiększenia. Teraz wam nie pokażę. Za późno. Takie, które dają nam badże. Fajnie, że ten koleś mnie zablokował. Dlaczego rzucasz? Aha, nie złapałem. Okej, dobra. No liś głupia piłko. nie jest to takie easy peasy. Or is it? No tak jak tutaj te wszystkie treningi dają nam boosty do atrybutów, jeżeli tam sobie jedziemy. No i głównie to się liczy do tych badży, które dają takie pasywne rzeczy, na przykład szybszy rzut, tak. Nie wiem, czy teraz mogę podejrzeć. O, mogę podejrzeć. Coś takiego, nie? Mamy badża. Gives an additional boost for having good layup timing. I odblokowaliśmy sobie kolejnego, więc... Co my tu możemy? Boost the ability to stay in front of the ball handler. Intimidates offensive player, causing them to miss shots more often. Pogo stick. Drains energy from opponents on physical contact. Jak ten wampir. Właśnie nie wiem, chyba to... Niech będzie. Poćwiczymy jeszcze playmaking. Może wbijemy kolejnego badża. Co tu robiliśmy? Tak, to graliśmy 2 razy, to graliśmy raz. Intimidator jak w prawdziwym życiu. Spróbujemy.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Nie wiem teraz, ale ja kupiłem za jakieś 30 zł na PS4, było w PS Plusie. Nie wiem, czemu nie zadziałało. Wiesz co? Chyba mi się po prostu wypił troszeczkę wtedy. Ach ty. Jaki ty był w ogóle
That might be good enough for the City League, but it's not gonna cut it here.
Jaki? Speształ jeszcze. Mamy jeszcze szansę na coś. zrobimy je. Aha, jeszcze ostatni. Dobra, to zrobimy sobie alley-ooping. Alley-oop.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh. 214, jesteś pewien, że nie patrzysz na 21 2K? Bo to jest 2K20. No to 2K21. A ja mówiłem 2K20. To tak ta gierka. Naprawdę? LOL. No to mówię, ja kupiłem za 35 zł. Top kick. Team practice has ended. Dobra. Czy nam się stacje zwiększyły w ogóle? Season 6.2, no z 5.5 to points per game nie tak źle. Dobra, gramy z tym. Sprawdzone.
Is it about the Raptors uprising GC's chemistry that has them undefeated this season?
Well, some of those Park players will
Jeszcze w mniej legitymnie za darmo.
who only has one defensive badge on the scoring machine archetype. He's second in the league in steals, if you can believe that. And first in the league in steals is Tyler Cook, who is their lock.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. In Chicago, they feel like they have a lot of potential, but they're struggling right now. Some people on the outside have questioned their effort. Internally, they say that's not an issue. They just haven't played their best ball. And Kenny, we get to watch Che in this one, a player who's taken one of the more interesting paths to the NBA.
It was so interesting that I couldn't even follow it all, Ernie. It was like a bounce around from place to place, but Che really had to fight his way into the league. He got his shot through some connections. We're not going to say how, but through some connections, and he made a name for himself in those workouts.
You look at Che, he's become more famous for his name than he has for his game.
True.
It's one to get the opportunity, but to stick around, you have to continually prove.
Right now, it's time for the tip.
Yeah.
Kevin Harlan standing by to bring us the play-by-play.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. It's live coverage of the NBA.
Przypominam, że Milwaukee już raz z nami wygrało.
game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Giannis.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now.
Nie wiem, ale ten trener wygląda na coraz bardziej
wkurwiającego. Broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines, and we've got David Aldridge there for that.
Well, guys, most everyone is familiar with Che's incident at Bay City, leaving the squad before a tournament game to protest the treatment of a teammate. There was a big debate at the time, but Che still feels it was the right decision. And like it or not, he's a man of principle. Guys?
David, thanks for that. You know, G.A., Che, no stranger to controversy.
And I can see the reasoning from both sides. I don't think Che tries to be a lightning rod for controversy, but he doesn't shy away from it either.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at center. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Young and Carter are the big men inside. And it's White in at the 1 spot. So the Bucks win the tip. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and you are, let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December. That's about your 5th year marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast, yeah, I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. Pass to Carter.
Cały czas jest 0-0. Nani?
On the wing, Levine. 6 on the shot clock.
Wejdzie.
Good D by Lopez.
Nie weszło.
Tries it from 19. They get it back. Off target at the rim.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Gra. Wszystko jest bliskie. Kto pierwszy przewagę uzyska.
Here's White. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty and he makes good adjustments.
Zawsze mnie śmieszy, że on jest czarnoskóry i ma na nazwisko White.
Now Lopez. His last outing 16 points for him.
Ty w babkę,
just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Levine against Matthews.
Levine. Dobre,
Levine can't hit.
A lot of defenders choose
ładnie
to
przeszedł, ale
back
słabo
up
skończył.
off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not
Jak
backing off.
na randce, nie? Dobre pierwsze wrażenie, ale im dłużej trwała randka, tym gorzej. Zostały 4 minutki na głosowanie.
Great instincts by Giannis, superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
And White kicks to Levine. Carter outside, back to Levine. White against Giannis. White. And the read.
Gdzie ty to rzucasz?
And it goes out of bounds.
Kosz jest tu. Makumbaska. Polska, Afryka, Polska. Musisz najpierw sprawdzić, ile masz żetonów. Bo na pewno nie masz 50. Komenda, wykrzyknik z żetony.
Middleton the pass to Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo up top. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Is passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Ale mam nadzieję, że się pomylę i że to był dobry wybór.
White down low, guarded by Bledsoe, and they pick up 2. White's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the second time, just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Count that bucket.
Bledsoe sort of playing the cat and mouse game here behind the pick and roll and taking advantage of the defense.
Dla mnie i tak będziesz zwycięzcą niż diament. Stały 2 minutki na głosowanie. Ach, gdyby to weszło, to było dobrze. Patrz, teraz mu Dombo hit. Wszyscy jesteście wspaniali.
Well, we talk a lot about Bud ball. You add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play. It really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very seamless.
Dobra, zaraz zamykam obstawianie.
Bledsoe against White. The kick out to Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Carter pulls it in. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game.
No dlaczego ty rzucałaś to za 3, skoro mogłeś tam wejść spokojnie, rzucić o tak, o. Sieć. Zamiast tego straciłeś punkt.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And the first time out of the game called.
I see what you did there.
You know, Brett, there may be more of an emphasis on team
Tą komendę
defense than
wyłączyłem.
ever before.
Zapomniałem.
Who are some of the better help defenders that you've scouted in the NBA?
I put Rudy Gobert #1 on this list because when you think about help defense, usually you're yelling it from the perimeter. And the reason that you're yelling at Kevin is that the player that you were trying to instruct or move a certain way has gotten by you, and the help call out is for somebody to be at the basket. Rudy Gobert does that better than anybody in the league. That's why the Utah Jazz have a chance to grow and go deeper into the playoffs. They got a backline of defense, and Gobert is pretty cool.
I love the guys, and Beverly might be in this category, and Smart might be in this category. They can go down low, they give a little hedge out top, and they get back down again where they're supposed to be.
Well, those guys do a great job of harassing out there, Kevin. So it's a little bit different in terms of defense, on-ball defense, the way that Beverly and Marcus Smart and Paul George to that end are able to pester guys. That's one thing, but I'm yelling help because something's gone terribly wrong. Give me Gobert to fix that.
Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Here's Hutchison. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Really wild to think that there were doubts on Che's commitment to the game. He's proving himself and proving that he can hoop.
Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And as a team, really just
nie ma tak trafić do kosza i jeszcze wymusić faul.
From the line at about 76.
And that one misses. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Kicks it to Che. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The great thing about the NBA is that you can prove yourself on a nightly basis. Chase Stockdale staying 4 years in college. A lot of analytics guys don't like the fact that as you get older, you maybe don't have the chance to reach a higher ceiling, but he's performed since he's entered the league.
Bring it up, bitches.
hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Connaughton. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bulls trail by 9.
Siema Kefirku, dziękuję za... Right.
Here's Cornette over to the wing.
Do mnie.
From the stripe, and that one's good to go from Shea.
Witam wszystkich kefirowych przybylców. Czyli Jotka witam, Kefirka witam i nie wiem kogo jeszcze witam, bo nie mogę spojrzeć teraz na czat. Jezu, no i za 3 trafiają. Right na pierwszy.
Passes it to Gafford. Inside. Shea left side. Pass to Gafford.
Nie wiem jak tego użyć. No przestań mnie śledzić.
Back to Shea. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Hill. The shot will not fall. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shea passes to
Ale rzucaj to od razu.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Back when I first saw him in Summer League, one of the things that I liked about Shea is that he invites the contact, does not shy away from those kind of plays.
The first one falls. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Robin Lopez is checked in for
To nie tak, że przegrywamy.
That one misses. And Greg after this season,
To nie tak, że przegrywamy, kurde, prawie 10 punktami.
The Bucks want him to stay happy.
Przejdź.
Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
And something about it, the game feels like it's slowing down out there for Shea, who's seeing the whole court.
Ilyasova finds Middleton. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this.
Kao, halo. Jodek cię wyzywa na duel.
Pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kounupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito definitely not
Ja bym cię nazwał Mutombo. Co ty na to?
More like a condor, but that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
They've got Shea, also Thomas Satoransky out there, and it's Valentine in at the 3. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
The long strides of George Hill helping him gain some ground to take advantage of, and slices to the rim and scores.
Shea outside. Pass to Gafford. And here is Satoransky. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And that one, good.
Just cannot slow down for a minute in this league. Shea ready to fire when he got that pass.
Kao ma haksy, bo jest tym moderatorem.
their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that
Pewnie sobie
really
boostuje szansę, Jotko.
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately, in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Ale
The player
wydygała.
knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody
No i
around gets
posadzili nas na
comfortable with
ławce
the
już.
options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if
Krowa
I
na
slide right,
szczudłach,
I'm going to get
because
the three.
NBA. Skipujemy. Proszę was, byczki, byczki. Oj tak, tak, byczku, odrób stratę.
Chicago ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Hill. To the middle.
Aj,
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising, it's such a tight game.
And a lot of contact on that one. So
Dobrze, że sfaulował.
A fantastic year for the Bucks, and the future looks bright for this franchise.
Się działo jak,
New
nie
arena
wiem.
in Milwaukee, a new practice site. First-year coach Mike Budenholzer changing the entire philosophy of what they did
Czekaj, Eskal,
offensively
jeszcze oni to
and
sobie
ending up
dorobią.
in an MVP award for one Giannis Antetokounmpo. The fans showed up. A lot of excitement for the Milwaukee Bucks in the years to come.
Gdzie w ogóle jest Milwaukee?
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
He hits both from the stripe.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, DA, and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. Satoransky, the pass to Chain. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll
Jestem
shoot two
mistrzem w
free
zbieraniu fauli.
And he just seemed to have a little more fire in the first quarter than he has in this one. And it showed in all the trips he made to the free throw line. Those have dried up.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Bucks also with the sub. Hill's checked in. And both
Wszystko
free
fajnie,
throws
tylko
good
nie
for
możemy
Shea.
nadal odrobić straty 7 punktów.
And so Hill bring it up to the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Here's Bledsoe, and it's good, assisting on the play with Williams. Bledsoe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
No jak to
And
nie
this has
weszło?
been an
Kuźwa, jego w dupę pcha na
display
mać.
on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Shea drives in. The shot, no good.
Maybe there are ways to
Dobra,
contribute
już nie
that
rzucę.
don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now the pass to Gafford. Satoransky looking around.
O jest,
Shea
trzech,
kicks
kuźwa,
to
tak.
Satoransky. Drills the three-pointer.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Pass to Middleton. With 4 seconds on the clock, can't get the layup.
How about the timing he
A, no tak,
shows there to
koniec
challenge
kwarty.
that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell
13
takes every
punktów.
possession defensively very seriously.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with...
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
You made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Dziwię się, że jeszcze trener nas nie opierdzielił. Ale no właśnie, mamy 10 punktów.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at
Czyli 1/4 wszystkich punktów. Proszę, byczku. Proszę cię. Wygrajmy to. Nie, do góry te stacje.
Changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Young. Shea comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Satoransky subbed in for White. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Wesley Matthews. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Ilyasova. Hill is out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the power forward position.
Antetokounmpo.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Shea. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of their travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Ale to powinno...
Outside Hill. Pass to Giannis.
To powinno dużo szybciej wejść.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Satoransky, the pass to Shea. It's thrown by Kumbo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis is running, and Giannis throws it down.
And how about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with the steal?
Shea passes to Gafford. Now here's Satoransky. Lopez covering. To the inside. Shea kicks to Satoransky. 5 to shoot. Pass to Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. 19 points for Zach Levine.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
And it's Hill penetrating. Rebound by the Bulls. Gafford's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hutchison passes to Shea. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Shea's got 14 points for the game.
Scoring with a bump can throw your concentration off Shea right there, not distracted by contact.
Znaczy, stresuję, skupiam.
Levine against Bledsoe. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Out to the wing. Satoransky finds Levine. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, gosh.
A finish and the dunk by Giannis.
Plays like that demonstrate why Giannis last year was the MVP of the league. He makes his impact in so many ways.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And it wasn't too long ago, Brent, we were wondering what Giannis could do if he bulked up. Well, we don't have to wonder anymore.
Yeah, I don't think we need to wonder about an MVP in the league. The curious thing, Kevin, was last year after winning that award, Giannis coming out and talking about he's only at 60% of his potential. Can you imagine what's coming down the line if he realizes the other 40? He's something else.
The Bucks making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Yes. To był mój fail.
Milwaukee leading by 10. Giannis outside.
Dawaj Szczepan Suty. Dawaj Szczepan
We've got
Suty.
1:08 left in the third quarter. Comes up empty, still a respectable 10 for 15. Shea passes to Porter and finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
Porter against Ilyasova. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ten Antetokounmpo to jest wkurzający już.
With the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shea kicks to Porter. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Just 4 to shoot. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Bucket is good. 16 points for Shea.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. T right on him.
Weźcie go tam młotem do burzenia ścian, przejdźcie przez nogę i będzie po problemie.
Free throw line jump shot. Misses there.
Musiał kuźwa przejść.
He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Oh, right in the feelings. Przynajmniej nie przegrywamy 10, tylko 8.
Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Porter. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Shea. Then there's Valentine, and it's Young in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the basket by Hill.
Yeah, smart play there. George Hill, good at figuring out ways in the paint to score the basketball.
And the pass to Shea. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Ashley Matthews picks one up.
No dobra, to już faktycznie był faul.
That free throw, no good.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Hill. Passes it to Lopez. There's the dish to Middleton. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
O, to za 3 mecze może wygramy.
They'll host the Miami Heat.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Bulls trail by 9. White dishes to Shea, and the shot goes in. Shea's got 19 points.
Ooh, the night is growing here for Shea, but he's not won the gloat during the game at least.
Hill passes to Lopez. Williams inside, guarded by Porter. Williams' shot is off.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Hill passes to Lopez. Dishes to Middleton. Making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Sprinting up the floor and beating everyone down.
zaraz schodzę z boiska, bo jestem zbyt zmęczony.
That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Shea.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Lopez. No good on the three. The Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Valentine kicks to White. Shea, high post. And he banks in the layup. Now just a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency.
Jodek, mów mi tak częściej. Motywujesz mnie ewidentnie.
Pass to Lopez. And Young comes over to help. And stolen by White. And here's Valentine for 3.
Kurwa, co za tempak.
It loose. Bucks leading by 3. In the corner, Middleton with it. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Chicago calls timeout. I'll rank this the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Zagłosował na mnie.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Chicago. Dean comes in for Chet. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 6. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. And here's Matthews from the arc. They get it again. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Dziękuję bardzo, drużyno, jesteście super. Tragedia. No i już tak. Dziękuję, dobranoc. Szumi ty kuźwa.
Here's Giannis. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Ale bardzo nam dobrze poszło w tym meczu. To się liczy.
Presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
What's your name? What's your name? You're a star, Brooklyn. All right, bro, peace.
Hey, Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
This is your first time leading the team in scoring. Do you think that helped you become more of a leader overall?
I think you have to earn that over time. You have to prove you're consistent. Anybody can be a scorer, right? But it takes a lot more to be a leader. And honestly, I don't think I'm there yet.
Great. Thanks, Che.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Dokładnie, Kefir. Ajajaj. Co, 7-6. Miejsce 5. No nic, moi kochani. Jak to bywa niestety. Jak to bywa niestety czasami. Raz się wygrywa, 5 razy się przegrywa. Wypierdykłeś się ze swoją listą? Chodźcie, zrobimy rajda na kogoś, tylko na kogo? Proponuję... Proponuję Rutsrata. Dziękuję wam bardzo za stream. Było mi bardzo przyjemnie was gościć i waszą obecnością tutaj czuję, że naprawdę było dobrze. I widzimy się następnym razem, czyli w piątek, bo jutro nie streamuję. Dobranoc, dziękuję i do usłyszenia.
Yes, please and thank you.